Here's 8 big changes to lockdown laws from the 4th of July 2020. Big change 1. The following businesses and venues can reopen: pubs and restaurants, libraries and community centres, hair salons and barbers, and expect them, according to government guidance, to be wearing visors and not talking with you. Big change 2. Hotels, holidays, apartments, campsites, caravan parks can reopen, which means you can have a staycation in England but not in other parts of the UK where these venues may remain closed. Big change 3. A number of indoor attractions can reopen, including theme parks, amusement arcades and skating rings. Here's a quick list of what's not reopening on the 4th of July. Indoor gyms and dance studios, swimming pools and water parks, nightclubs and casinos, indoor play areas and nail bars. Big change 4. The government guidance has changed from 2 metre social distancing to 1 metre plus to allow for greater footfall inside businesses and venues if they cannot meet the 2 metre rule, and allow for greater survival prospects of these businesses. Any businesses and venues will need to consider and follow COVID-19 government guidance, including face coverings where appropriate, proper ventilation and floor markings. Risk assessments need to be prepared, reviewed and updated and implemented during the public health emergency, or risk the health and safety inspection and prosecutions, or public health powers of closure. Big change 5. 2 separate households can now visit each other indoor or spend time outdoor. This means you can meet one set of grandparents in the morning and another set of grandparents in the afternoon, but government guidance sets out that social distancing rules apply, so no hugs and kisses for now. And remember, if you're part of a support bubble that is a linked household, that counts as one household. Big change 6. Places of worship can now be used for communal worship as well as individual prayer, and weddings are permitted, but note that the number of guests is limited to 30. Anyone attending will need to adhere to social distancing guidelines. Singing is not allowed according to government guidelines. Big change 7. From July, certain countries will be exempt from UK travel quarantine laws. What this means is you can now book a holiday, and on your return to England, you won't need to self-isolate, not at least in England. Only if you're coming from high-risk countries or you're not exempt, you will need to self-isolate for 14 days. Please check the government website for countries which are exempt from the UK travel quarantine laws, and don't forget to check the country you're travelling to check their quarantine laws too. Big change 8. The government has made it absolutely clear that should the rate of infection increase, whether nationally or locally, risking a second peak, restrictions may be reduced either nationally or regionally, as can be seen first in Leicester. The English regulations and government guidance are reviewed regularly. Please check the regulations and guidance as they apply to your respective home nations, as there are significant differences within the UK. Thank you for watching, stay safe and keep updated with changes to emergency coronavirus laws by subscribing to Community Legal Education. And may the justice be with you.